Welcome back to my channel. I'm Vidya Rai and today I'm going to teach you percentage and its applications. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel. You might have heard statements such as the following in your daily life. 1. 24 karat gold is 100% gold. 2. Samir got 80% marks in science. So first of all, we will know about what is a percentage. So basically, a percentage is a fraction with a denominator of 100. Percent comes from the Latin word per centum, meaning per 100 or out of 100, and is expressed by using the symbol percent. You may also say that a percent is a ratio and that compares a number to 100. Illustrations. Number 1. There are 10 small squares in the grid. Out of 12 squares, 4 are shaded and 8 are not shaded. You can express this as a percentage by saying that 4% of the squares are shaded and 6% of the squares are not shaded. If all squares, that is 12 out of 12 square, are shaded, then you may say 100% of the entire grid is shaded. Number 2. If a student scores 75 out of 100 marks in maths, you can say that he has scored 75% marks in maths. Number 3. If there are 500 students in a school and 200 of them are girls, then you may say that 40% of the students in the school are girls. Apply unitary method. Out of 500 students, number of girls equals to 200. Out of 100 students, number of girls equals to 200 by 500 into 100 equals to 40. Number 4. The principal announced that he would expect 100% attendance at the functions. This means that he expected all the students to be present. Number 5. Deepa and Reshma scored marks in mathematics in the ratio 2:3 respectively. Expressed as percentage, the marks are 40% or 60% respectively. For percentage, you need to find marks out of 100. These are 2 by 5 into 100 and 3 by 5 into 100. Now we will study how to convert percentages into fractions and decimals and fractions and decimals to percentage. So first we will study how to convert percentage to fraction. So there are two steps to it. Step 1. Put the percentage over 100 or divide by 100. Step 2. Simplify the fraction. So here I have given an example. 28%. So here I did 28 by 100. So I simply divided by 100 and simplified the fraction, and the answer I got was 7 by 25. Now we will know how to convert fraction to percentage. Step 1. Multiply the fraction by 100. Step 2. Simplify the calculations and write the symbol percent. So I have given example here 8 by 25. So here I have multiplied the fraction into 100% and simply simplified the calculations, and I got the answer 32%. Now we will know how to convert percentage to decimal. Step 1. Divide the percentage by 100. Step 2. Put a decimal point at two places to the left of the rightmost digit. Example, 69% equals to 69 into by 100 equals to 0.69. Now we will know how to convert decimal to percentage. Step 1. Multiply the decimal by 100. Step 2. Shift the decimal point to two places to the right and put the symbol percent. Example, 0.76 equals to 0.76 into 100% equals to 76%. We will now know how to express a quantity as a percentage of another quantity. Step 1. Write them as a fraction. Step 2. Convert this fraction to a percentage by multiplying by 100. So I have given an example here, 20 of 80. 20 by 80 into 100, and I simplified it. The answer is 25%. Now we will know how to find the whole quantity when a percentage of this quantity is given. So again I have given an example here. The number whose 17% is 136. 17% of this required number equals to 136. That is 17 by 100 into required number equals to 136. Required number equals to 136 into 100 by 17, and we will then simplify it, and the answer I got was 800. Now we will know how to increase and decrease in a quantity by a given percentage. Increase rupees 7,000 by 12%. Increase equals to 12% of rupees 7,000 equals to 12 by 100 into 7,000 equals to rupees 840. New increase amount equals to 840 plus 7,000 equals to rupees 7,840. Decrease rupees 800 by 5%. Decrease equals to 5% of rupees 800 equals to 5 by 100 into 800, and the answer is rupees 40. So the new decreased amount equals to rupees 800 minus rupees 40 equals to rupees 760. Now we will study about profit and loss. Profit and loss is related to manufacturing of goods and their sale with a motive to earn profit. A common sale process is manufacturer, then wholesaler, then retailer, then you. The cost price CP or wholesaler price is the price a shopkeeper pays to buy an article. The selling price SP or retail price for which a shopkeeper sells an article. Profit means the shopkeeper earns money. Loss means the shopkeeper loses money. Profit is made when the selling price is more than the cost price. Loss is incurred when the selling price is less than the cost price. Suppose if you buy an article for ₹1,000 and sell it for ₹1,200, then you make a profit of ₹200. If you sell it for ₹800, then you incur a loss of ₹200. Let us now recall the following formula. Number 1. If selling price is greater than cost price, then profit equals to selling price minus cost price. So selling price equals to cost price plus profit, and cost price equals to selling price minus profit. Number 2. If cost price is greater than selling price, then loss equals to cost price minus selling price. Selling price equals to cost price minus loss, and cost price equals to selling price plus loss. Number 3. Profit or loss percent. Suppose cost price is ₹X and selling price is ₹Y, and selling price is greater than cost price. Profit, it will be profit. Profit on ₹X equals to Y minus X. Profit on ₹1 equals to Y minus X divided by X. Profit on ₹100 equals to Y minus X divided by X into 100. So profit percent equals to Y minus X divided by X into 100%. It means profit divided by cost price into 100. Similarly, loss percent will be loss divided by cost price into 100%. It is easier to work out problems on profit and loss by applying unitary method. Here is an example for you. A garment dealer buys shirts for ₹10,000 and spends ₹800 on freight. He sells the entire stock for ₹12,960. Find his profit percent. Cost price equals to ₹10,000 plus ₹800 equals to ₹10,800. Selling price equals to ₹12,960. So here we can see selling price is greater than cost price. So there is a profit. Profit equals to selling price minus cost price equals to ₹12,960 minus ₹10,800 equals to ₹2,160. So profit percent equals to profit by CP into 100. So that means 2,160 divided by 10,800 into 100%. So we have to simplify it, and I got the answer here 20%. Selling price and cost price and profit or loss percents are given. Formula: selling price equals to 100 plus gain percent divided by 100 into cost price. This is the formula of profit. Selling price equals to 100 minus loss percent divided by 100 into CP. This is the formula of loss. Example: a bookseller sold 50 copies of a book costing ₹250 each at the profit of 10%. Find the selling price of the books equals to, and the answer is cost price of one book equals to ₹250. So cost price of 50 books equals to 50 into 25, that is ₹12,500. Total profit earned equals to 10% of cost price equals to 10% of 12,500. 10 divided by 100 equals to 12,500, and the answer is ₹1,250. Selling price equals to cost price plus profit, and the answer is ₹13,750. Alternatively, selling price equals to 100 plus gain percent divided by 100 into CP, that is 100 plus 10 divided by 100 into CP, 100 plus 10 divided by 100 into 12,500, and by simplifying it we get 110 into 125, and the final answer is ₹13,750. And the cost price with selling price and profit or loss percent are given. A bookseller sells 50 books for ₹24,000, making a profit of 20%. How much did these books cost the bookseller? Given is profit equals to 20%. When selling price is ₹120, cost price is ₹100. When selling price is ₹1, cost price is 100 by 120. When selling price is ₹24,000, cost price is 100 by 120 into 24,000, and by simplifying it we get ₹20,000. Alternatively, by applying formula, selling cost price equals to 100 by divided by 100 plus gain percent into selling price. Cost of 50 books equals to 100 by 100 plus 20 into 24,000, and the answer is rupees 20,000. Now we will study about simple interest. Interest is an amount that is paid for the loan of money or by banks for the use of money deposited by the customers with them. One of the many types of interest is called simple interest. It is money paid only on the principal. The principal is the amount of money deposited or borrowed. To solve problems involving SI or simple interest, you can use the following formula. I equals to P into R into time by 100. I means simple interest, P means principal, R means rate of interest per annum, T means time in years for which interest is earned. Here is an example for you. Find the simple interest on rupees 3800 for 3 years at 4% per annum. Also find the amount. So here principal equals to rupees 3800, time equals to 3 years, rate equals to 4% per annum. Simple interest equals to P into R into time divide by 100. That is 3800 into 4 into 3 divide by 100 equals to rupees 456. Amount equals to P principal plus simple interest. That is 3800 plus 450 equals to rupees 4256. Hence simple interest equals to rupees 456 and amount equals to rupees 4256. Thank you for watching my video.